Good health to you all. Here we are. As Terry Wogan. Why do I keep going at Terry Wogan? Welcome to the S.H.O.P, the Social Hub of Positivity. It's a great pleasure for me this week, because it's supposed to be on last week, to have this wonderful human being in our show. This gorgeous specimen, for those who don't know, because obviously people watch it from other parts of the world. I'm not saying grandiose, but my sister up in Market Drayton and the niece up in Alnwick will be watching this just out of sheer whatever. But this is Sam.
Hello.
Yeah? Sam, explain a little bit about yourself, because there's a few aspects to you that people from Chippenham might know you from a variety of things.
Well, probably.
That didn't sound
Blimey. Going easy.
Yeah.
Tell me about your whole life.
Yes. All started back in. This is now called Princess of the Kids. Well, here's the thing. I know you as a performer.
Yeah.
But people will know you're a host here, this wonderful Flying Monk, the Flying Monk pub, the lovely monk flying in Chippenham, Wiltshire.
Don't know yourself.
Yeah, Chippenham, Wiltshire being in England being on the planet Earth.
Oh.
Great boozer, run by these two wonderful people, and you've hosted us for the Unlock Reset, the very first Unlock Reset festival.
Yeah.
We had absolute fantastic times, and recently you've been singing with us when you've hosted the Syria-Turkey earthquake appeal.
Yeah.
We might just throw something in here, Maya.
Oh, freedom is mine, and you know just what it is. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new night. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new night. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new night. And I'm feeling
Just a little snippet of this wonderful person. But what is else that you do, which is quite brilliant and unique for this little town of ours?
Well, we started doing drag shows here just over a year ago. Our first one was Halloween last year, and we've been doing sort of them every now and then, every couple of months, and just the locals have they've liked it actually. So something new for Chippenham, something a bit different.
Brilliant.
But it's just good old fashioned entertainment,
Yeah.
just with shiny clothes.
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, I know this might seem bizarre to many people, but I like a good drag show. I mean, a good old friend Connor Neal, Two Brewers in London, do you know
Alright.
Clapham? Yeah,
Clam.
Clam, as we used to say. We used to go there. It's fantastic. If you've never seen a drag show, people go, "Oh, for a drag show." Shut up, grow up, get with it. This is a very beautiful, very quite unique type of entertainment. Like, if you were talking about genres of entertainment, where you'd have things like burlesque is a very unique sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think drag done properly, as the same with everything, is fantastic.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think historically it's been quite a niche sort of type of entertainment. But now with things like RuPaul's Drag Race, it's in people's living rooms, and so people it's not so much of a scary thing now, because people kind of see the inner workings of it. So like, you know, the drag queens are seen as people, as performers, professionals, as a job, as a skilled job,
which is important,
and
isn't it?
as an art form, which is kind of just the way I see it.
Oh, 100%. This is what I'm saying about burlesque. The reason I'm saying burlesque particularly is this, that it's cabaret, it's fantastic entertainment, colour, it's what, but there's something about a drag show, which is ironic, that you can't get. If you want to see Shirley Bassey, you wouldn't be seeing you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something very specific about knowing and half knowing or not knowing or just going with the whole thing. It's fantastic. And the fact that it's in Chippenham, I don't know, it's only, so a lot of time when I lived in London, we used to go from the Players, which is an acting club, to Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Right, which is right across.
Have frequented.
Well, if you haven't lived, love. If you haven't lived, you died with heaven. Heaven! That used to be the shout. That used to be the shout. If Jan's watching, another active friend of ours, who used to, at one certain stage, she just put the shout out because it got to that stage of the evening. Because the other club was basically for actors or people involved in the West End.
Yeah.
So, and as you know, the cocktail bar in Heaven was fantastic. So you'd have people coming off the West End shows with the who was the host? He was amazing. Oh my God, he was brilliant. And then he would just basically look around and there'd be people from Blood Brothers, you name it, just say, "Oh, you get up." And of course they would at the drop of a pair of knickers. They'd get up and do a song, which was brilliant. When's your next show?
My next show is the 25th of March, and that's here at the Flying Monk. It's a combination of Justin's 35th birthday, and also it's celebrating his 5 years as the gaffer down here in the Monk. So we're going to be celebrating in style.
The gaffer,
Yeah.
down here at the Monk. So we're doing a drag show.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's kind of like this sort of tradition now.
It is,
We've been doing it
which
a
is
while.
which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's something when we first sort of thought of doing drag, because I've obviously done drag a lot before in Bournemouth.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us, can you just tell? I was going to ask you a little bit of the history.
Well, I worked in a nightclub where I was a hostess for 6 nights a week, and I used to devise shows, and I had a dance troupe. We were called Killer Heels. I did some musical theatre, so I did some adult pantos. I did Priscilla the musical.
Wow.
So just a few little bits and pieces. But to find a space for that in Chippenham, it's so nice. That's why I'm so passionate to be part of Pride this year. It's kind of where I came from, and when I left here, when I was 15, 16.
Did you grow up here then?
Yeah.
So this is where you come from.
Yeah, and then I moved away because there was no space for an entertainer like myself. I didn't really feel like I felt. So then to come back sort of 10, 15 years later, and for it to see a Pride flag on the town hall, and the fact that they're doing the Pride in the place that I never thought it would, it's very special. It's very important to me to be part of it this year.
No, that's perfect. It literally is the first one as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's on the 17th of June this year, and it's involving the Monk, the Old Road Tavern, 11s are getting involved, Revo Lounge. We've got lots of different acts. I know the headliner is, I can't say.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be opening the main stage down in the garden at 1:25 in the afternoon, and there's guest speakers and stalls.
Garden?
The garden, what's it called?
It's next to Can Do. Or the actual...
No, I call it the gardens, that's what we called it in Bournemouth. The park. I want to say Moncton, that's not right, is it?
Oh, John Cole's. Which one? No, Moncton or John
Just
Cole's?
across the bridge.
Oh yeah, no, Moncton, sorry.
Yeah.
Literally thought you meant the little restaurant next to Can
No!
What? What? I mean, great. It's a
We're
great
doing it on the
place.
patio.
Yeah, well, I thought you meant we're really going for it this year. Outside, can you put your bags out and go and look at Sam? He's wearing a wig.
Ooh, you want to be careful with that.
No, that's great.
You want to bring
So
your
what I was
bags
going
in.
to say to you is, our shop, as you know, the actual physical shop in Emery Gate.
Yes.
Excuse me. We've advertised lots of the stuff for the Pride and for your October thing here, which is obviously a pleasure. I'm thinking, as a little teaser, what's the chance of you coming in your rigger, in your gear into the shop in Emery Gate to do a bit of pre-Pride?
Go on then.
Do you know what I mean? Because you know we do live music in there.
Yeah.
Right, so there's all sorts of great stuff going on. I just think it would be great, I mean, watch this space, to have you do your show in that space. Just one afternoon, whatever, we just hand out flyers to say either Pride or whatever you want to advertise.
I'll have to edit it, obviously.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So maybe we'd work out what it would be, because it'd be like a selection, 3 songs or whatever. We're talking just to, because the thing about the shop, which I love, and I want to say thank you to everyone involved in that, because we had someone in there today and they were like, look at it and go, well, it's obviously not Dorothy Perkins unless they've gone up market and started selling art and not some dodgy underwear. Anyway, well, that's still happening. But the art, the community. There's a lot of visitors we have every day who use it for poetry group. There's a singers group, a lot of mental health. There's a writing group. There's all sorts of great stuff, and it's just it's really inclusive.
It's
Right.
to be fair. When I first moved back here from Bournemouth, I was in rehab. Can Do was the first place that I saw in town. I saw that they had artwork and kind of, and it seemed like a community-based thing. Just as kind of why I kind of like to support it. So I think it is very important for people to have an outlet for their creative side, or just to appreciate, or just to know that it's there, really, somewhere where it's a safe place for musicians and artists. People want to have a go at it, have a stab. I think if you can't communicate through words, and you communicate through music, or you can communicate through
poetry,
paint, communicate through drag, it's my chosen form of expression. And I think it lets you vent a lot of stuff that's inside your brain in a healthy way that can be productive, and it can be beautiful for other people to see as well.
Yeah, no, and sharing. The great thing about, if you notice, there's artists that are based there, so you can go in there, they'll be working on a piece of art.
Yeah.
And you can actually watch as they use their particular technique, and they're quite varied in what their approach is. So I take that point, and it's a joy. That's why I think it'd be great if you came down and do it in your full gear or not, but I just think it'd be spectacular. Why wouldn't we? Whether it's advertising anything you want to advertise, and or Pride very specifically, because as you said, it's the first one we've had, and I think that we need to set off. We're working with Boston Burger. Do you know Patrick?
I do know Patrick. Yeah. I knew him before I moved away.
Yeah. As long as he wasn't the reason you moved away. Alright, Patrick. No, they're great. And when he works next to Can Do at Revolutions, which is I used to pop in there for coffee every day and speak to him, he's always up for trying to help the community. And Jamie, they've got stickies that they're fantastic. They're doing a fundraiser for us that you can, to keep the shop going, just to pay the bills. You don't get any support with it. It's obviously quite. I don't know if you've heard, there's the electricity bills go like that. Anyway, but yeah, I'm digging the fact that this town has certainly opened up in all sorts of ways. I mean, obviously the cinema's improved beyond all recognition. We've got our film festival there as well, which we'll get you to come along to. What else was I going to say to you? Because I did think there was something else about doing a video with you. That's what I wanted to do, a music video.
Okay.
That's what we were thinking. Anyway, we could talk about that and all sorts of stuff. Any other things coming up about this wonderful establishment? On a regular basis?
On a regular basis, we have, I think it's the first Thursday, don't quote me on that. Every month we do rock and roll bingo. It's always a good time. That's lots of locals.
How does that work? So people who don't get it?
It's like bingo, but instead of numbers, it's song introductions. So when you hear the song, you write it down, you tick it off. It's just camp old fun,
Yeah.
Easy.
Is there prizes?
There is, yeah, and then we do meat raffles as well.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a bit old fashioned, but it's good. You know what I mean? Stick in a pound with a steak.
Explain a bit more about that. What do you meet? What do you meet? What do you win?
Meat.
Yeah. I kind of get that, but what sort of quantity? What are you talking about?
Oh, bushel.
Yeah. Of what? Where do you get the meat from? Is this the wrong conversation?
Black market. We get from the black market.
Okay. Nice. Does someone donate it?
Yeah, we get it from the local market in Chippenham here on Friday.
That geezer?
Yeah.
Give him a shout out, because he's lovely. The guy can talk for everyone.
Yeah.
I wish I knew his name. You always say, "You right there, uncle? You right there, father? You right there, mother?" That geezer.
It's more about you than about me.
It just says hello, gorgeous to you. I get it, right?
So closes the shut when I walk past.
Yeah. So basically, the meat raffle goes. You pay £1 for a ticket.
Yeah.
Every week that's drawn out.
Every week they have a meat raffle.
Get your money up, Laura, because we're gonna do a raffle. When is it called? When's it pulled?
I think it does on Sundays, I believe.
Right. So remember, he's pulling the meat on Sunday, and what's he doing Monday?
Having a rest, probably.
What do you think? Really bank holiday.
It's probably a
Let's
lovely
say bank
cigarette.
holiday.
You question his
Don't
choices.
smoke, it's bad. Don't smoke. This isn't alcohol. He's drinking Coke and I'm drinking pineapple juice. Fermented. Anyway, I'm glad that we had that little conversation about that meat raffle. I might have to put a few quid your way. What? What's the matter with you? Lauren, why do you say like that all the time? Sit there. She judges me, you know. I mean, can you believe it?
Yeah.
God, that's terrible. All right. Well, what else? What else is going on? Brilliant meat raffle, rock and roll bingo,
Yeah.
live music. You have loads of live music.
Lots of
here.
live music.
Everyone loves playing here, by the way.
We
I want
just
to tell you that. We love
No,
it.
it's a great crowd. It's a lovely crowd we have here. It's kind of. It's,
I mean, the act's crap. The
Oh.
crowd's lovely. When
we
go
recently
stuff
had
like that.
Amy Winehouse and Amy Winehouse tribute. She was very good.
Yeah.
She's excellent. Her name's Stacey Lou. She's very good. Look her up, Stacey Lou. And she was fantastic. And then we have bands as well, local bands. A friend of mine, Lee Martin, is very, very good. I think he's the premier entertainer of Bournemouth. He comes down and he does his show here as well.
Wicked. What
So-
sort of stuff does he do?
Lots of standards, Broadway, swing, jazz, blues. He'll sing anything really. He's very good. Very good.
Fair play. Right, you wonderful person. What else? Anything else you want to say before we cut this off and let you get back to your life? Your life! Whatever that looks like. What are you saying? Anything? Nothing
I'm
else?
good. I'm good.
Yeah, good.
I'm good.
Nice one. Right, thank you very much for watching this. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to everyone involved with Can Do Arts. Thank you to this wonderful man, Sam. All right, calm down, everyone. And Sam Compton and this wonderful boozer in Chippenham. Not that you should drink alcohol, because of course I would never do that. Flying Monk, Chippenham, Wiltshire. Wiltshire is in England. England is on the earth. It's a wrap. Spinning at 1,000.
Spinning